live stream. So he's been starving for an entire day. That's right. I don't feed this guy ever. Not once. And you can tell by how aggressive he is. I've never fed him once. Isn't that right, buddy? You're so violent. Aggressive. Here, look through your doggle. Look through your doggle. Look. You can see just, I'm Batman. I'm Bat Dog. What are you doing, buddy? Aww. Can't believe I'm giving you away. To that Mormon family down the road. Obviously, that's a lie. Anybody takes my dog, it's going to be a fight. Grayson, hello, sir. Desert, AG, what's up? Rocky. What up? What's up, Evan? How's everybody doing tonight, man? So I paid for the hoodies. Hoodies are being made as we speak. They should be done hopefully in the next couple weeks. And then we'll be giving them, what do you want a treat? Is that what you're doing? Looks like Rocky's feeling better. Yeah, hold on a second. Give me your paw. So his split pad is pretty much healed. It's just the outer edge. It's, you know, now he's got a little crack in his, he's got a crack in his ass and a crack in his pad. And he's happy. Although today he's being a little clingy, which is fine. I'm not doing well myself. I am in a cast again, so that's no longer, because my legs are fucked up. So that's good. Blueberry. Blueberries are for blueberries. All right, you want a treat, buddy? Hang on a second. There we go. Set you up. Also, I'm going to leave those 2226s. 22222. They're all Dukes. 22226s. Yeah, I like the way those 226s look now. Look at that. That one looks almost competition now, and that looks like the old SIG SAS design before they started calling SAS SIG anti-snag. Hold on, buddy. I'm getting you a treat. What's going on tonight? Not much. Quiet brings what? Also, was at my doctor's today, and I'm down to 220 pounds. So, the burgundy one. So that's actually a SIG Mark 25 226. So it's actually, the two guns are supposed to be swapping their slides. So that one is the 22. I don't know why I'm pointing at it. You can't see it, but that one is the 226 Mark 25 slide. You can see the anchor on it when I zoom in a lot, right? No, because it's on the other side of the slide. So that's the 226 Mark 25 slide on top of the Elite frame, and that's the Elite slide on top of the Mark 25 frame. I just like the way it looks, so I'm going to leave it like that. Thank you very much. What's your favorite 22 pistol? My favorite 22 pistol, honestly, my favorite is actually the SIG P322. But if I'm going for straight up reliability, I'm going to go Taurus TX22 first. The P322 is pretty solid, but the TX22 has a better reputation, and it's not as high a capacity. It's 16 versus 20 rounds, but it still does fine. Bood, what is up? Beautiful wall of modern art. Thank you. Although technically art is something that isn't used. Art should serve no purpose other than beauty. I haven't given you a treat yet, have I? You want a treat? You want a treat? Yeah, come here. You want a treat? Come here. You gotta come here and get it. You bought the Bobcat for its looks. You're not going to lie. Nice. Grayson says, what's the silver gun above the Bursa? Grayson, thank you for the donation. The silver gun above the Bursa is the Sarshmals, K-12 Sport. Fight, my dog, what's your field handicap? My field handicap is that I'm a double amputee. Is that what you mean? Come get it, buddy. If you're talking about for competition shooting, I don't shoot. Come on, right here. You gotta come get it. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the work, buddy. Gotta find it. Oh, below the Bursa? The one below the Bursa is my SIG 1911X chambered in 45 ACP. I just put a optic on it. Can you get it? There you go. Good boy. All right, here's your treats. Yeah, below the Bursa is the SIG 1911X. I moved that SIG over. No, I had all SIGs there, but I didn't want to put another SIG up there because it's kind of off at the wrong angle. So, and since I had to send the Match X off to Stone, I replaced the Match X with the SIG 1911. I'm going to sit with this on my lap. But yeah, I'm down to 220 pounds. So another 30 pounds to go, and I'll be at the correct weight for my height according to everything, even though, like, you can see, yeah, I'm so fat and obese. Look at all those fat curls in my hands. I don't know what a field handicap. That's what I tell my wife about the few usable art objects. Yep. Hey, Joe in chat, are you looking well? And so is Rocky. Everyone hit the like button. Paisley, what's up? 1 second. Since nobody wants to actually answer a question when I say I don't know it. What is a field handicap? Golf in competition shooting. Level play fear, adjusting the scores based on their previous performance, skill level, or physical ability. This allows beginners and seasoned experts to compete against each other for the same awards. I mean, I guess for like standard stuff, that like normal meets, that would make sense, like your regular bowling. But I would almost say that isn't fair for like top of the line competition shooting. You should have different classes of competition where different skill levels are appreciated. You know, like the way real competition fucking works: lightweight, featherweight, welterweight, middleweight, heavyweight, mega heavyweight. You know, fucking grandma heavyweight, whatever. You know, you should have skills at certain levels. Like if you're a first year shooter and you're the best first year shooter, you should be able to win a division for rookie shooters. And then if you get to becoming a grandmaster, then fuck, why should you be handicapped for being a grandmaster against somebody who's not a grandmaster, and then they're capable of competing with you on the same level? Because yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Do you ever dual wield? Not on purpose. Dual wielding is not as easy as it sounds. And even with my wide fucking eyes, it's hard for me to dual wield because you have to focus both eyes down 2 sets of sights, even when they're red dots. There are shorts on the channel of me dual wielding for fun. I did it with a P320X5 and a CZ Shadow 2, where I'm dual wielding them this way, just to see what they do. Also, I hurt the fuck out of the tendons in my hand, so it actually hurts to do this. Luckily, this is my left hand. So when I'm doing the stranger, it has to feel weird anyways. Dave says they're the best. Well, you rock then, dude. If you're the best, you fucking get in there, man. Do your thing, bro. Be the best. See the best. Fuck, my shirt is pulled up. Yeah. Dual wield with PEC 15s. I mean, sure, why not? Okay. What are your thoughts on CZ handguns? I believe they are some of the best on the market. I agree they are extremely reliable. That's a CZ there, that's a CZ there, that's a CZ there, that's a CZ clone there, clone there. So those are all CZ style firearms except for the Derya arms up top. So 5 CZ plus the Sarshmal's K-12 Sport. So those are all CZ style guns. I like CZs. I think they're really good. They're too expensive for what they are, though. The 50-year guns came out this year, and they were MSRPing at $900 for a fucking SP01. Get fucked. You're full of it? That's fine. Ow. Are you tired, buddy? So Rocky's been a jackass all day. Keeps whining and trying to get me to let him out and stuff. I keep taking him out. Wait, is it only 7 o'clock? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. You're going live at 9? Nice. I will pop in and say hello to you. I gotta just fucking flood my channel with videos too, by the way, because apparently I'm showing up in algorithms again right now, so I'm gonna take advantage of it while I can, especially with the move coming. But yeah, I'm in a cast, which sucks. I carry a BD 75 Police, a touch bulky, however extremely accurate. I do agree on the price point. Yeah, so the P10 lineup is like their budget lineup. I cannot fault any of those guns, but the minute you get into a 75, holy shit. So you can find deals on PSA for tactical sports, like first gen tactical sports and Shadow 2, well, actually Shadow 2s. You can find original Shadow 2s for like $1,000, but they want $900 for an SPO 150th. Where are you located? Behind a school bus? No, I'm in Virginia. I've dual wielded with 6-shooters. They call it gunfighter in my sport. So when you dual wield as a 6-shooter, are you shooting one gun at a time even though you're holding both revolvers, or are you actually trying to shoot both revolvers at the same time? What do you think about Canic? I like Canic. I think some Canics are overpriced and bullshit, like the that hurt. I know. The Canic TTI Combat right there, the one with all the Olight stuff on it, not worth $1,000. They can kiss my ass. The gun itself that it's based on, the SFT Pro, is really solid. Holy I think I might have torn a tendon. Discord was notified that you are live. They're not really doing much on the Discords right now. They're all just talking about all their own Discords that they're starting, so I'm not worried about them right now. They can do whatever they want. What are your thoughts on the RXM? I have one right there in the Sharps Brothers aluminum chassis. Oh, fuck. Dude, I don't know what I did. I hurt this ligament, I think, because like this, I might have cracked the bone. I don't know. But, so that's the RXM and the Sharps Brothers chassis. I like that gun, especially in a metal chassis. Put a gun in a metal frame, it automatically drives it up, in my opinion. Totally girl question. What is the pretty silver one with the blue handle over your right shoulder? I can only see the grip on it. My right shoulder is this way, so technically it's the left shoulder. That is a Para Ordnance 1911X chambered in 45 ACP. So those are my para guns. So you got Para Ordnance, Para Ordnance, Para Ordnance. So those three are all Para Ordnances. And that's Para Ordnance. I don't know how they got mixed up. No, that's not a Para Ordnance. That's Para Ordnance. That's Para Ordnance. That's Para Ordnance. That's Para Ordnance. The LDA is not up on the wall. I was playing with it. Ow, fuck. Oh, god damn. Guardian, what's up? I'm curious on their new now long-range rifles. They are super pricey. What, CZ? Yeah, probably. You're supposed to do one at a time, but the fast shooters make it look like they are, but they're doing both at the same time. Wow. I have the Ruger RXM, just got it, but so far I'm digging it. So for 400, 425, it's an excellent option versus a Glock 19 or Glock 17, depending on which version of it you get, because it's optics cut out of the box, has night sight out of the box, or high vis on mine right out of the box. For in the $400 range, I actually bought mine through my FFL, so I paid $380 for it. But yeah, absolutely, they're a wonderful alternative to the Glock, because a Glock 19 MOS is $589, so you're saving $160 for a gun that's almost as good, in my opinion. Actually, it is my opinion that it is as good. What pistols do you recommend for an armed security? If all you're caring about is reliability, CZP-10, Smith & Wesson M&P, Glock, in that order. So I would go with the P10C, Smith & Wesson M&P, and then the Glock in that order. So you only make $20 as an FFL or dealer? No. So every dealer sells the guns for whatever they want. Like the MSRP, the manufacturer suggested retail price of the RXM was $485. Most dealers will run like 10 to 15% on them, but I just gave it to myself at cost. You got yours for 350. Hell of a steal. Be worse, 5-shot 22 or 2-shot 9mm for self-defense. Honestly, having only 2 shots versus 5 shots when it's something as bad as a Derringer, I would rather have more chances to hit with the Derringer than less chances with the bigger caliber. With a full-size gun, a 1911, things like that, I'll take the lower capacity. Paulie, what's up? Busted says they agree. There you go. But yeah, no, it all depends on where you live too. California, for their Glocks, when they were fucking with their registry for them, where Glock 19s were fucking $1,000 for some reason. Yeah, that's where we are tonight. I'm in pain and we're talking. Also, I got to get some more tattoo work before I go. Nobody wanted to contribute to keeping the Glock tattoo, so that's getting blacked out before I leave for Texas. Well, hoodies are ordered. I will start reaching out. What model M&P and Glock? That doesn't matter. It matters what size are you comfortable with. I like full-size guns, so I would go with an M&P 2.0 5-inch or 4 1/4 inch. And for the Glock, if I have to run a Glock, I'm going to go with the 17. The main reason I got Ruger was because I am in Prescott, Arizona. It's a good reason, Dave. CZ and S&W are more reliable. They're as reliable. So this reliability bullshit that gets rammed down people's throat when it comes to Glocks are as reliable as they can be for what they are, but Smith & Wesson and CZ have both proven themselves to be as reliable. Now, when you watch one guy who has one gun on YouTube who has one failure in 10,000 rounds, that doesn't mean Glocks only fail one every 10,000 rounds. That means that guy's Glock only failed one in 10,000 rounds. I have a 1911, a Kimber Arctic lightweight that has had 0 failures since new, that has 5,000 rounds through it. So that means that all Kimbers are flawless if you follow social media. Did you see Kentucky's making a bill to allow the sale of full auto? They're making the bill. Whether or not it's going to pass will be interesting, because will it set a federal precedent? No, but it could cause a state-by-state thing like pot. So we'll see how far it goes. It could be like the Texas thing where it has to be built in Kentucky and housed in Kentucky and can't go over state lines. Because transporting a full auto machine gun into another state that doesn't recognize the sovereignty of the build could be an issue. Sighted my 5.56 with PMC 55 grain. It was still on target with PPU 55 grain at almost 100 yards. Personally, I expected it off being different brand. Brand isn't as important as you might think. Now, if you had gone all like new manufacturer versus reman shit, then yeah, or second like cheap shit. If you gone with like fucking what's that shit? Lake City Ammo. I'm not Lake City. It's another company. Fucking Honest Outlaw loves to shoot with it, bitches when his guns fail, and then he blames it on that, but still blames the gun. It's some shitty ammo from California area or whatever, where you can hear the primers are different between shots. Be honest, what would you rock out? A Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0, a Glock 17, or a CZP 10F? CZP 10F, and I have the hammer-fired version right there, basically. That is a P09 full-size. I like the CZs better than the Glocks 100%. I'm not a Glock guy. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Gotcha. Okay, I gotta go. Got soda ash in my eye from work, and they are burning. Piss straight up and just catch it. Urine defeats acidity. That's why you pee on a jellyfish sting, supposedly. Like I was telling everybody, though, Grayson, as you're going, hoodies are ordered. He's getting them run. Hey, Rocky. Do you love me? Dude, you are so tired, bro. Are you good there? Do you want to go get on the bed? It's darker in the bed. You good? You good, buddy? Yeah? Hey. Dog penis. Check out the CZ. I like Smith & Wesson over at Glock. Not a fan of them. Do it, man. The PPU ammo has a red ring around the primer, and I don't know what it does. I don't think it has anything to do with anything. I just think it's their mark for their manufacturing, man. PPU is good ammo. I've used PPU a lot. PPU like consistently is the brand to go for if you're looking for like 25 ACP, 32 auto, the weird shit. Look at you laying down all funny. Yeah, buddy. Good boy. You're not a fan of them. That's fine, dude. So anybody else picking up anything fun? Doing anything weird? Have you guys been checking out the videos I've been putting up? Today's Wednesday. My buddy's kid has an infection, so I'm not going to hanging out with them. Dude, I don't know what I did. I think I've been playing too much Tabor. Maybe I tweaked the shit out of my finger playing Ghost of Tabor, which would be impressive. Also, I am not eating well because I've lost 10 pounds in the last week. So apparently I'm not eating. So maybe I have an iron deficiency now. I'm like James Coburn, where my fingers are all fucked up. Hello, I'm an actor who can't bend his hands, so I'm going to do this. Play your cards. You ever watch him in what was that movie with? It wasn't James Coburn, but the guy in the bad guy in Mel Gibson and what you call it? The where they were in the Old West and he was a gambler. Bucka bucka bucka. Anyways, I don't carry it anymore, but my Shield Plus has never had an issue. 2,500 rounds so far. So that actually gave me trouble first mag because it needed to be lubed, the Canic. It was very dry when I got it. The Echelon has never given me a problem. The RXM has never given me a problem. That Chris Finks has always been flawless. That Witness is flawless. That PO1 is flawless. My K12 Sport is flawless. That SIG 1911. My Para Ordnance, my Rock Island 1911 has been flawless. My Para Ordnance Black Ops is flawless because I switched to Wilson Combat mags. And I haven't shot the Remington yet, or that. Stop looking at my nipples. Are long double action only triggers any good on semi-auto 9mm? Depends on what you're trying to do with it. SIG 250 like that is a double action. Sky models, unless you get a DVG, all the CPX guns were double actions. If you get a double action only Canic, those triggers are actually pretty solid. But I mean, any good. If it's hammer fired, it can be better. If it's striker fired, they're usually not that great. My bodyguard 2.0 has been good. Smith's quality control is not that great. I like outdoor ranges more. Indoor ranges are fine. I've only shot in a couple though. I prefer open air, things like that. I like to be able to move around more as well. Indoor ranges, you can't have the same level of movement as you do with outdoor ranges. So when I'm at like Middletown Firearms Range, I can move anywhere from 5 to 35 yards away. Shoot different things, steal different angles, shit like that. I had a battery charge on my Kimber during a Wild Bunch match. Blew the grips off the gun, didn't hurt me, but I still shoot the gun. Wow, out of battery fired it. The hammer just when the firing pin I'm sorry. Did you get a hammer follow immediately when it cycled? Staying alive, staying alive. My buddy's Delta Elite, he ran 10mm hot ammo through it and he cracked an ivory grip and blew the mag out of his gun. My newest toy that hasn't disappointed is the G-Force Jawbone. Only 400 rounds, but no hiccups at all. That spare mag holder is a pain in the ass, though. Never messed with one of those, Dove. Nice. What is your answer for a decent 9mm under $400 out the door? That's hard to answer, brother, because depending on where you go and what you're wanting to do, if you're looking for a new one, that could affect where you're going to get. Honestly, a CGP 10 will be your best bet. Followed probably by something like a Canic Meta SFT. You can usually find those right at $400. If you want to go the used route and you're only wanting one gun, get a used Glock, although a lot of motherfuckers think their guns are worth too much. But you can find used M&Ps. Sometimes you can find flash sales on Palmetto State for those. You can get a dagger from Palmetto State for around $300. I've never seen Super Vel ammo by me in New York. It seems that it's West Coast thing. Is that what you're referring to? No, it's a name brand I've heard a lot, but I can't remember it. I don't remember it happened so fast. I've still got the round. It blew the bottom out of the case and dented the case below it. Jesus. What's the main difference between a Sky 9, a SIG 250, and a Glock or a P365? All four are completely different guns. The Sky is a double action only 11-pound trigger semi double stack that copies the Keltec P11. The SIG 250 is a modular hammer fire double action only pistol that was replaced by the 320 because the US government didn't want a double action only military sidearm. Glock is a pre-cock striker that people think is flawless but isn't, and the 365 is a handgun that is also a pre-cock striker with absolutely no safeties unless you get an external manual one. So they're all completely different. Paul, what's up? Are double action only pistols worth carrying or only for home and range use? Your level of competence with your firearm will determine what works for you. You may be faster with the black powder pistol than I am with fucking 320 X5 Legion. So as long as you train with your firearm, that will be a successful carry firearm. If you only buy a gun just to have it and you put it away and you fire 5 rounds every other year at the range because that's what you consider practice, doesn't matter if you have a $10,000 gun or a $200 gun, you're gonna die. So practice, practice, practice. There are a lot of people that carry double action only firearms. For the longest time, a lot of police and law enforcement carried double action only guns. Berettas can be carried as double action. You can decock them and only run them with your first shot being double action, or you can cock them and have them as single action. So it all bases on your competency and ability with the firearm. Lena Michelik proved it by outshooting the collector. She was using a fucking high point and outshot him. He was using a Sand Viper or some $4,000 handgun. So, yeah, at the end of the day, skill trumps price or trigger style. I'm the one who thinks the best looking pump actions have a corn cob forearm. I don't like pump action, so. I should carry a blunderbuss. No, thank you. Loading those is dirty work. So a double action only like a Sky or a SIG 250 can beat a Glock or 365 if you train with the trigger. Again, it all comes down to your level of training and competency. Yes, you might be able to outshoot. I mean, a 365 is a micro 9. I don't think many people shoot those super well anyways. But in terms of are they good training pistols, again, you're the only person who can decide that. What? It's like the coolest sound on earth. No, the coolest sound on earth is when I fart and my dog cries. Oh. You asleep, buddy? Yeah, I let him run around outside for a long time today. He is like out. I have no idea what the fuck I did to my arm though. Dude, that shit hurts. I'm gonna grab your tail, Rocky. Here I go. Boop. I'm the only person that's allowed to grab his tail. Hi, buddy. You're the one using a chew toy as a pillow when there's a jacket right there, you fuck. I'm petting you. You need a bath. My dog needs a bath. Problem is, Belle Delphine took all the bath water. Remember when she was still popular? Oh, if you're not on mobile, you can't see the fucking gun above my head. 380 auto or 9mm? Personally, 9, just because there aren't enough good full-size 380s out there. A wall full of blunderbusses in your bedroom is a viable home defense, as long as they're all ready to go with percussion caps loaded. Otherwise, you're like, hang on a second. One. PSA is clearing out their rocks, $2.99. Nice. They're doing a flash sale. I'm going to go check them out real quick. I don't need another one. Daily deals. Daily deals. Ooh, they took $100 off their AK. Woo-hoo-hoo. You're all right, man. You're all right, man. So they're doing the compact SAR for $179. That's always a good one. Yeah, they're not having a whole lot of good deals, though. Like, their fucking prices are jumping quickly, man. We need a holiday. You like the Spaz 12? Never shot one. I'd love to get my hands on one. They're very expensive. Hey, Steve, what's up? Steve, the boy. Thank you for joining at the Silver Level, brother. As we were talking about before, hoodies are ordered, and Hey, thank you, the gold. We're going to do members giveaways. So if you are a member of the channel, at least $2 a month, you will be entered into a members only giveaway. If you are a silver or a gold level, you will get more entries. So silver level, you'll get 2 entries. Gold levels, you'll get 4 entries per month. I want a nice 5.7 pistol to add to the collection. I really like the Smith & Wesson one. You are the gold member. Gold. Is anybody watching on mobile? Can you see the Mac 9 up there, the Mac iX up there, the Mac X? That's the Mac X. Can you see that? You can't see it if you're watching on a device. You can, good. Like, I'm watching on my laptop and I can't see it. Oh, I can see it now. Never mind. I can. Oh, look at the boy. Look at the boy. I have to use this hand because the other hand hurts. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Rocky. Up here. Up here. Up here. How? Dog penis. I have his tail. Now what do I do with it? Oh yeah, it's in the hand. Oh, it's in the hand. He doesn't like people touching his tail. Isn't that right, buddy? Aww. Oh, I know how to make you look over here. John Wick or Jason Bourne? It's kind of hard to say because John Wick chose the life. Jason Bourne did not. What is this? You want that? You want it? Don't fall off the couch. The Match X is coming with the stupid optic on it because I forgot to take it off. So, whatever. Ow, my hand. Also, there's the HK. It's just out of frame. When I get the new place, it'll be able to. Also, John Wick chose it. Punisher didn't. Punisher was a Marine who was retired and his family was murdered. John Wick lost a dog. John Wick was also an assassin. He didn't have morals. He didn't have the same kind of code. He was an assassin for hire. Franco Castle was not. You see his new movies coming out on HBO Max or Disney? Punisher, one more kill. Be interested to see what that's about. Rocky is handsome. Don't let him hear you say that. He gets a swollen head. Well, it all depends on which version of the Punisher we're talking about, too. Yeah, maybe I get that carpet tunnel syndrome stuff. Ow. I got the cancer. They both lost family members. His wife died naturally to cancer, and he killed the people that killed his dog. So as much as I think of Rocky as more important than a few members of my family, different. You got the Trump Punisher logo? Nice. I can get a, right now, a Auto Ordnance Trump 45, if anybody needs that. The first Punisher. Well, technically, if we're talking about the first Punisher on film, that was Dolph Lundgren. I think I'm going to watch... what's that movie with Captain... with the... Fuck, now all of a sudden my brain has just stopped. The Thunderbolts. I think I'm going to watch that tonight. I have you, Rocky. Now I'm going to pet you until you poop. That's right, I'm going to pet a dog until he poops, and then I'm going to show you the poop. Because I'm a 4-year-old with his first ever YouTube channel talking about how he does things. Hello, welcome to my Roblox. Okay, I'm going to make a building out of Roblox, and then I'm going to blow up the Roblox. The Equalizer versus the Punisher. Punisher. Equalizer likes to be clean and methodical and not get into trouble. Punisher just kills things by shooting them dead. Look up a series called Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe. Punisher has literally killed everybody. He killed the Fantastic Four. He's killed Iron Man. He's killed Doctor Doom. He's killed them all. So, yeah. Also, Squirrel Girl killed Thanos. So, bet you didn't know that. What's up, buddy? Don't lick your fingers. Don't lick your fingies. Just be a good boy. Who's my good boy, Rocky? I got your ears. Yay! But yes, Punisher in the comics was pretty cool, though. I need you guys to hit the like so I can grow in the algorithm, and everybody knows that my name is Joe, the Jimmini Show. We are here to grow, we are here to show, we are here to know, we are here, my bro, we are here, here. Thoughts on the Smith & Wesson Equalizer? I'm running an Osite K on mine. Looking for a good light and maybe some mag capabilities. Mag capabilities, I don't really know much about the mags for the Equalizers. I know the guns a little bit. The guns are cool. I like them because they're easy rack. They come with 3 mags and an uplula. Pretty solid. You bought a Beretta and a Daniel Defense PCC 9mm. Nice. Did you put them on Discord? I'll say it. Did you put them on the Discord? I said. Did you put them on the Discord? See, I don't just get my good stuff from you. Well, I'm not a Daniel Defense guy, so. What's the longest shot you've taken? Somebody once hit me from about 800 yards away in a game, but the longest ranges I have around me are 300 meters. I put the DD on the DD. You put the DD on the D. Go ahead, lay down, buddy. Get on the bed. Go on. Go get on the bed. Go lay down. I saw you wanted to. Take a nap. So I fucked up. I was recording an episode for my Ghosted Tabor series, and I forgot to hit record. And then earlier today, I meant to stop the recording, and I recorded 6 hours of nothing. Thanks. Any good compact lights under 150 you'd recommend? Yeah, the O-Light PLX. Works well. It's on. Oh, stop making me turn the camera. That Canic. The wall hasn't changed. We're not doing a wall tour, but that Canic. I see some gun stores giving out prices on YouTube daily. How is that not flagged? Do you know? Because they are simply giving out prices. They are not you're not actually selling, and they're not monetized. If they are monetized, they should be taken down, but YouTube doesn't care about the smaller guys. They care about the medium guys, the one that they actually make money off of. If they're not making money off of a channel, they don't give a fuck. You got the Daniel Defense from PSA. You get a lot of guns from PSA. Yeah, so go to my shorts video where I do the O-Light for the PLX, and if you use the link there, I get like $1. So I am done trying to figure out their bullshit, man. I'm just posting content. I got 2 videos that I'm putting up tomorrow over the next few days. If you're a member, there's 2 full videos out there, including the one where I show you how the Remington R1 is literally a ripoff from Para Ordnance. She will be my 3rd from PSA. Have you sent off the, oh, Steve, thank you, dude. Got to get up early. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for the donation, brother. Appreciate it. Did you send off the Walter, or you're waiting till your Daniel Defense shows up? Thanks, brother. You're a king, Steve. Oldest gun that you have owned. I have a 1907 pocket hammerless, a 1903 pocket hammerless manufactured in 1907. That's my oldest gun. Okay, for sure. Got you tomorrow then. Got to get you. Got you. I was reading somebody's message, so please don't think I'm running away. Hoodies are still available. The giveaway is still going on for the TSAS BR9 double stack duty. I found the rear optic cover plate too, so that's good. My buddy had it in the Rock Island. I didn't realize that. So if you want to get on in on that, hoodies are hashtag $60. I know it seems like a lot, but they're champion, okay? Includes shipping and 1 entry for the giveaway. You don't have to buy anything, but then you don't get an entry. I'm going to send that and send McManus the yeet. Oh, you actually gave him the yeet? Dallas on Jimmini. Cash App. Only. So the giveaway ends on the 31st. You have until then. I ordered 40 hoodies. I've sold 20, so I've still got 20 some hoodies left. I have XL through 3XL in black and OD green. AT, what's going on? He traded me the Beretta for the Yeet. What kind of Beretta? An APX? I'm hungry. All I had today was a peanut butter sandwich. I'm watching you, you're watching me. My hand hurts bad and I want to cry. My claw is damaged. Well, it doesn't hurt when I'm using my VR controllers. What the fuck? You know what it is? It's because I've been doing this every day. Like, this doesn't hurt at all. I've been playing VR too much. This literally doesn't hurt. But this angle, so like, as long as I'm holding this, I can crank my hand all the way over and it doesn't hurt. But without this, oh yeah, that's it. He traded you a 92X even up for the yeet cannon? You are crazy. I'm just going to stare at you. I was looking at 92X. Are they good models? Yeah, they're not bad. I've had them. Random assortment of screws. You cover that. Look, it's my bag for heroin. I love heroin. Wick, thank you. Appreciate that. Maybe it's all the way on my shoulder, though. Look at how much the bone sticks out now. Nope, my hand just fell asleep. Rico says TX22. Cool. There's 122 on that wall. Can you find it? Soy Dora. Can you find the 22? Nobody give him a hint. I haven't been around. Everything good with the living situation. Going to Texas. Going to Texas in April for the NRA show. I'm going to look at the property that I am going to be taking over from Mouse. And as long as the house is savable, I am moving to Texas. Top right is not a 22. That is a 9mm. But yeah, so we're going to go out there. I'm going to go out there probably from April 10th on. I'm going to leave on the 10th, so I get out to Texas by the 13th-ish. The NRA show is on the 16th. So it'll give me a few days to check out the property, see if it's livable, get the water and the power turned on in the property, see if it's livable and usable. If it is, great. If not, then I'm going to have to figure out what's going on. Worst case scenario, if the place is unlivable and not fixable, then I will live in West Virginia. It's an ARP, so no. It's also not an AR. It's an MP5. If you can get work before the 7th, I'll be getting a If I can get work before the 7th, I'll be getting a Hellcat Pro with a gear pack for $600. Nice, dude. Most places, if you're waiting because you're waiting to get work, a lot of places let you put stuff on layaway. Like, I don't know if I'm keeping that Mark 25. As much as I like the way those two guns look, I might not keep that 226. I was thinking about trading the 226 Mark 25 and one of my other guns for an X5. I have boogers in my nose. They all know it's where my finger grows. I hear you, AT, and that's a great way to think too. Don't overextend yourself. I'm literally eating peanut butter sandwiches right now because I can't afford anything. Paying for those hoodies fucking drained my available cash until the end of the month. So I have to last 6 more days with no money. That's not true. I got $7. Dude, I feel bad for some of these guys that stream for 4 or 5 hours and they get 2 views. At least I get a couple of hundred. What do I think about 327 Federal? Never shot it. Used to have a lot of old timers coming in looking for revolvers chambered in it, though. Wasn't that the revolver one? 327 Federal? I want a new round that's hard to find and expensive. Let me buy it from you for a premium. Also, I want 30 Super Carry. Yes, 30 Super Carry. And I want the Nighthawk variant. Yes. So, anybody want to take the over-under on the odds of somebody at the Staccato booth recognizing me when I go to NRA show? I know how much Glock loves me. I still want a 30 Super Carry. So the only way I would buy a 30 Super Carry is if I got one, a Nighthawk custom for under $2,000. I would buy one. Yes, I believe it was a 7-shot too. Yep. Dinner bell rang. Take care, Joe and Rocky. Thank you, Dove. You have a wonderful one. Of all the people that I know, everybody's a hoe. That's what you will grow when I stick my fingers in your nose. Everybody kiss my ass. Oh, look at that. You can only access it there. I don't want to access it there, motherfucker. It's on my phone. And I'm using my phone. I can't look at FetLife when I'm on a live stream. I mean, I can't look at Instagram when I'm on a live stream. I don't think I'll ever own a Glock. I sold mine, so not giving you any of my custom ones. Sorry, I gave you my Match X. I feel shit enough, but I got a good gun back. They make a Grandmaster and Super Theory. No, Grandmaster was made by STI. STI no longer exists. The only 2 companies that make a 30 Super Carry is Smith & Wesson, who invented it, and Nighthawk Customs. If I was to hunt, what game would I choose? Probably deer. I like venison. Do people eat wild boar? I don't know. But probably deer because I would eat it. Buffalo because I would eat it. I'm not a guy that would hunt for sport. And the United States is not like Africa where they cull some populations to save others because they'll sell rights to hunting like an elephant to help pay for the game preserve for other elephants. So, yeah, it would probably be deer. Maybe squirrel and dove. Wild boar is very lean. I mean, I seen like boar jerky and stuff. Oh no, you won't sell me something I don't want. No, I'm just gonna fucking send it to you, bro. I'm gonna like put a Glock inside of like the next gun box I sell you. Is there any other reason to stay away from 30 Super Carry 2.0 besides the caliber per se? The only reason to stay away from 30 Super Carry is because as it slowly dies even more, it's going to get more and more expensive to have the ammo. So basically 30 Super Carry is the same as 32 French Long, which is fucking hilarious. It was so misrepresented when they brought it to market. They kept saying it was the 9mm killer. Instead of saying it was a 380 killer, which is what they should have said. This will supplant 380. It's got more power, thinner, smaller, fits in the same capacity or higher, and has better penetration than 380. They tried to say that it was going to replace 9. You fucked up. The minute you try saying that something's going to replace 945 or 762 by 39, you done fucked up. I do red squirrels, nice. I've seen tons of it around me. Rarely see the pistols though. So another fun fact is during the COVID pricing crisis we had, and then when all the different manufacturers were shutting down because they didn't have supplies, a lot of distributors were forcing people to take rounds they didn't want in order to get rounds they did want. Like Middletown, we had to take 50 BMG in order to get 9mm for a while. So a lot of that 30 Super Carry is leftover shit from 3 years ago. 9mm will never go away. It won't, because it's that Goldilocks round for everyday people. Now, I prefer 45 ACP. It's a slower round. Honestly, it feels like it pushes less. It's really weird to say that, but it's usually because most guns that fire 45 are steel frame. I prefer 45. And you can't say capacity is an issue, because that fucking 45 right there, that Remington R1, which is based off of Para Ordnance, is a 15+1 45 ACP that still feels smaller in the hand than a Glock 21 that only holds 13. Motherfucker knows his guns. He do. Super close to grabbing one when I see one, but the older ammo thing you just said makes sense to me, and that kind of puts me off. 3-year-old ammo is fine. I would never worry about 3-year-old ammo. Plus, most stores that have 3-year-old ammo, that shit's just been sitting in their storerooms or their shelves for the last 3 years and in warehouses. Dude, all that Tula shit that flooded the market from a distributor, that shit had been in the back of their warehouse for like 10 years and it was still good. Don't worry about age. The FNX 45 is amazing. I knew somebody was going to say that one. Why is 44 mag so expensive? Apart from MagTech or Scorpion, it's always over $1 a round. Ridiculous. Demand. There's no demand for it. Now, everybody that's on the internet wants it, but it's the same thing with like all the motherfuckers. Like, you see them all the time in our chats where people are like, oh, I'm going to email you about doing this. I'm going to email about that. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to do it, blah, 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 blah. You know how many times I actually get emails from people when they say they're going to email me? Fucking zero. You know, you guys every now and then, like, when you guys really want something, you'll email me. But even like Chris, right? Chris started emailing me and I haven't heard from him in 2 days. Okay, whatever. I don't bother with people, you know? So the fact is, everybody says they want 44 Magnum until it's put in front of them. They go, eh. Heard on that, it would make me keep a watchful eye though. Yep. Yeah, so you can look at the dates. They have batch numbers. You can always call the batch number and then find out how old it is, and you can do that right in the store. All you got to do is call the manufacturer during their business hours and try to get them on the phone, and then you can check the batch number. And there may be like online databases people have built that tell you batch numbers to give you dates of manufacture, and they may be stamped with dates. I don't know. I don't look at ammo boxes anymore. I want that Match X. It's on the way, motherfucker. Literally dropped it off. It's not on the wall. It's not here. It's on its way to you, sir. Hope your dog's paw is feeling better. He's doing good, man. So I really checked it over tonight. I've been keeping antibiotics and stuff on it. He seems fine. It doesn't penetrate through the pad anymore, so like it's healed over. So I'm just making sure that he's not running on hard stuff anymore. It's on the way. It's on the way. Dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-bo. Firestar is right there. Do you think 44 mag might go away? No. No, 44 mag is not like 40 cal. 44 mag is in revolvers, long guns, carbines. So 44 Magnum will not go away. It's just at a point now where the original mass consumers of 44 Magnums are too old to shoot them, And the newer generation, they're only getting into them with like the lever guns and stuff, so they don't really know much about them. But the 44 Magnum will never go away. It's just at its low right now. How you doing, Rocky? So I'm looking at my stuff I got sitting here. I have these treats for Rocky. Got these treats for Rocky. I've got these treats for Rocky. I've got another box of treats for Rocky. Meanwhile, you know what I have to eat? Strawberry jam and bread. My dog is a spoiled asshole. We can finally get the PDP in my state. You're going to love it, dude. Boods is Booty Bandit. Dude, sorry. I tried to say dude. Awesome, dude. Let me know how you like it when you buy one. What's his full name? I don't feel like saying it. I can give you his shorter name. His name is Rocky Stonehaven. McManus doesn't want to come in and hang out. I'm not saying his name, and we haven't seen Zaxxon in almost a year. Feels like. I think Zaxxon is either done with the internet or done with me. So don't forget, guys, June, I get to get rid of the Glock tattoo. Nobody wanted to continue the Glock tattoo. Think New York will ever get rid of pistol permits? No. No. How many states have you seen that have gone full reversal on their gun laws? They lifted the magazine ban in California for like 8 minutes. Unless it becomes a full federal edict that the state has to follow a new NFA policy in which all guns are legal, it would never fucking happen because state supersedes federal. Missed the wall walkthroughs. I love one before we end stream. All right. I had a milestone. Finally hit 100 subs. I know it's small time, but I haven't been on here long. I'm curious too. Yeah, dude. Funtucky, dude. 100 is great, man. Keep plugging away, dude. You just keep going. That's all that matters. Keep publishing your content and do all that stuff. What time is it? 9:01, 9:03. Well, we'll do a walkthrough right now. We'll do a wall tour right now. All right. So come with me. I'll turn you around so you can see the guns correctly. All right, so we've got my HK MR556 on my custom PSA lower with the Franklin Armory binary trigger custom grips. And I'm getting a HK stock from Drunk Mouse, so that's cool. Down here, we have the Gerson Gen 4 Sport Beretta clone, so it's a sporterized one with extended controls. We've got the Canik TTI Combat covered in Olight products, so that's their Green Dot O-Sight SE and their PLX Light. I like it because it's kind of a reverse of the slide cut. Up here we have the Ruger RXM in a Sharps Brothers aluminum chassis with the Timney red trigger, 3-pound trigger in that. Above that we have the Springfield Echelon, chambered in 9mm as well. They were supposed to do a 45 and a 10, they never did. But that is the Sharps Brothers chassis on that. As you can see, they're very similar. It's running a P320 Magwell though, believe it or not. Good firearms, thank you. Daria Arms DY9 Island. So that is the ported gun. It's got the island port. It's built into the barrel, not the slide. Chris Sphinx SDP Compact Alpha. It's the aluminum framed 2011 CZ. Down here, we got a rare bird in the SIG P250-22. It's not a conversion kit. It's a dedicated gun that was always made as a 22. However, you can get the exchange kit and run 9 and 40 cal out of there. I bet those are really airsoft. You'd lose that bet, son. SIG P226 Mark 25 with the 226 Elite slide on it. The 226 Elite with my 226 Mark 25 top on it. Matter of fact, look this way. There you can see, there's my Mark 25 emblem on there. It was just a build that I tried. Just thought it was funny. We're going up. Hang on a second. Not touching anything, YouTube. That is my SIG P320 M17. That was a military M17 that I converted into an X-Full race style gun with the Harrington Arms comp, magwell, X-trigger, and red dot. Say that 58 times fast. CZ PO7 compact duty. Now, PO7 is a compact, but PO7 duty. The EAA Witness Mossad 9mm CZ clone. The Mac IX. You actually say IX, by the way. That's the way it's pronounced. The Mac IX. That way you don't say Mac 9 so people don't get confused. But it is a direct blowback version of an MP5 with AR style controls. Very nice. CZ SP01 with a Romeo 1 red dot on it because I was bored. CZ P09 with my Osprey 9 suppressor on it. Sarshamal's K12 Sport. It's basically a first-gen tactical sport, but from Turkey. So it was a $700 version of a $1,500 gun. Rock Island 1911 double stack, chambered in 9mm, factory cut for a RMSC. It's running a Guratar, I believe. That is the SIG 1911X, chambered in 45 ACP, rocking a Holosun 507K. Bursa MX2I. It's their 2011, currently rocking a EPS full size, which fits on the RMSC pattern. Very expensive light on a gun that is, yeah, that whole package is less than $2,000. It's insane. Remington R1 Recon with the Streamlight TLR7 on it. That is a good gun now that I fixed it. Had an issue with the swinging link. Gerson Untouchable. Chris said he wanted that. We talked about it, and then he stopped contacting me. Weird. Para Ordnance Black Ops 1911 single stack with Nightcore? Yeah, Nightcore NPL 25. That is their version of like the Streamlight TLR1. Para Ordnance 1911X with new grips on it. It looks really nice. SSP. Stands for a single stack pistol. I call it the super shiny pistol. Para Ordnance 1345. That little bitch holds 13 rounds of 45. And it's almost the same size as the Firestar 45, which holds 7. That is my Ruger 1022 bull barrel with the fake EOTech. So, yeah. Everything's black. Nope, some of them are stainless. So that is the gun wall. The PLX light works while charging. Yes, because it has a bottom-mounted USB-C. The memory for this is impeccable, even though he can literally look at them. Yeah, I can tell you every gun I own. I just don't know all the serial numbers. I can tell you all the ones that aren't up there either. What the fuck is with the light now? It's weird. All right. Come here. There we go. I took the Canic and moved it over there. That way my head can sit underneath my play button. I have trouble rifling off parts in my limited. Still have the Bursa. Yep. The K12 is nice. It is. What got blocked? What did they say? Why is the color off all of a sudden? Whatever. Any walkthroughs more than 10 guns is super impressive. Oh, yeah, I can tell you where I got them, why I got them, what I feel about them. I can tell you that if I made a video on them. I can also tell you the very first car I ever sold back in 2001. It's a 1996 Ford Bronco full-size. I took it was actually a 1997 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I took a 95 Bronco in on trade. Almost forgot the order. Amozone. Wait, did I order anything from Amozone? Did I order anything from Amazon? No. All my ordies. Not much, Michael. What's up? Told two buddies about your channel because I know one of them would like your take on guns. Thank you, Corbin. I appreciate that. That's how we generate attention for this place, too. I need you guys to tell all your friends, your enemies, your friends, your friends' enemies, the neighbor down the street, the pastor when he's not busy giving out Snickers bars and $5. Tell everybody, man. Yeah, the K-12 is always available. I might be trading the P09 off to a buddy, though. Because the hoodies cost me over $1,000. The Bursa you got looks nice. It is, thank you. I kind of wish they had sent me the stainless one, but beggars can't be choosers. They were supposed to send me the gun back in September of last year, and they just sent it to me, so I am not going to complain about what they sent me. I need to get it to the range. Rocky is going to go stay at a dog park or playground on Tuesday. It's $35 for the whole day, so he's going to go there. I'm going to burn through a couple of thousand rounds of ammo and film a bunch of videos. Do I like the Sig Sauer 238 Equinox? I think it's dope. Never really messed with one, man. How does the Bursa shoot? Haven't shot it yet, but I'm anticipating it shoot good. What was the one you said Chris wants? He wants the Gerson Untouchable, the Commander Size 45 single stack. I want to get one or the Match X. Those in the chrome finish would look nice. Yeah, either one, dude. The Match X is cool, but the Match X is also dead now. They have the CMXX, which is their new version of the Match X. So that's one you'd have to order. We'll see how they treat me at NRA show because, you know, they sent me the CMX, so at least they're still working with me, Gerson. But I also asked them for a few other guns. I'm like, look, guys, I'm trying to grow the channel. I need shit. I need help. You guys don't want to just give me money to be a sponsor. That's fine. Just send me guns so I can test them. So it's called the Untouchable. Does it really say that on the pew? Yes. It's part of their line. It's not on that side, so I can't show it to you. Boom. What about the Black Para Ordnance, dude? You said the Bursa was hand-fitted and hand-lapped. What other guns are that way that you know of? Expensive hand-fit guns. Old STI before they were staccato. Wilson Combat stuff. Nighthawk Customs are all hand-fit, hand-cut, one crafter, one gun. Atlas Gunworks, Hayes Customs, they all hand finish their guns. Staccato doesn't. Staccato builds them all on an assembly line. They might do just a touch of hand assembly, but there's no way that their guns are even close to the same level as that Bursa is at $1,500. That would be a cool collectible piece, in my opinion, just because of the name. Yeah, so like my other 1911s from them are the Gerson in the Influencer X and the Match X. I got the Influencer because, you know, I'm a gun tuber. Sorry, did you say it was in 45 ACP? Yes, the Para Ordnance is 45 ACP. All three of them that are up there are 45 ACP. The vast majority of Para Ordnances 1911s were 45 ACP. McManus, you bought a yeet cannon, I know. I know where you live, so did you go and get a quickie wedding? Are you married now? Do you have a Mrs. McManus? Yeah, I know how you got it. So it sounds like some companies are really giving certain names really on purpose. Lol, that's funny, but awesome. So Gerson has always named their guns. So when they do like a complete run of them, like Gerson and T-Saucer did, because they did their Night Stalker, so they did a bunch. of guns in the Night Stalker family. They're all the same coloring, same equipment on them. So it is. Why wouldn't they, you know? Fucking Stone, I knew he'd tell first. Well, he also said you traded him even up for a 92X, so you're stupid. Where's my eye? There we go. Hi. Is there any word on Aero Precision being in trouble financially? I'm trying to figure out where they are out of stock, why they are out of stock on everywhere on everything, because they have run into all kinds of troubles. They were based out of Washington, which was #1 issue. How does a 480 Ruger kick? Don't know, never shot one. So McManus, hoodies are being made as we speak. I paid for them today. So yeah. Everything is usually about size, generation, carry pattern, or capacity. It's cool though to see them having fun. Yep. That blows. I want to finish my 308 build and I was leaning towards aero parts. Lol. Yeah, sorry. Just in time for summer. Well, if you're going to get heat stroke, you might as well be wearing a Jimmini show shirt. And you live in a place where it's always summer anyways, fucker. Tell Philly I said hi. It's all right. I got to go spend a week in a property that has no power, so. My thumb didn't want to work. I have to actually open my hand to get my thumb to go up. Thank you for the gold coin. Sounds like camping. Yeah, but it's down near Houston in Texas in April, so it's going to be hot. Do you really care if you have a plastic or metal trigger guard? The guard itself, no. If you're talking about the trigger shoe, no. I mean, people will bitch, moan, and complain about everything because it's the internet. Honestly, if it didn't work, manufacturers wouldn't do it. I got a tent if you need it. No, worst case scenario, I'll just have the AC cranked in the Jeep and just sleep in the Jeep. I was homeless for years. I used to sleep in a car, so. When do I send you the pistol I won? No, that will be a live drawing after the 31st. Hopefully people will get off their asses and enter the giveaway because at this moment I'm losing $1,000 to give this gun away. So I hope you motherfuckers appreciate that. You need a generator? I don't know. I have to go down to the property to see if the property is safe to power up. It's been abandoned for a while, so I need to see if they actually turned off the water when they left. I need to see if the electricals are still in order, like animals haven't chewed up the wiring and shit like that. I need to make sure the place is safe to have utilities turned on, and if it is, then I'm just going to turn on the utilities and fucking start working on the place. I only appreciate it if I won, then it's all appreciations. Don't fuck me out of my guitar. I'm grabbing mine tomorrow, and if I win, I want to switch out to you know what, lol. Ah. Me said that. Me said that. I'm grabbing mine tomorrow. I want it fair and square. Yeah. I think I have 3, something like that. I got to double check. Say you are camping in the woods alone. What are you packing in what accessories? So I'm taking every gun I own with me because me and Mouse are going to have some fun. Also, he gets to borrow a bunch of my guns because reasons. So he's going to be taking some of my guns for a while. How many entrants do I have? I have to look it up. It's in my emails in my Cash App, and they're both on the phone. So I think you got 4. My brain keeps telling me you have 4, so that's what I'm going with for now. And it's not how many entries you have, because the entries are free. It's how many hoodies that you have, because fuck YouTube. Look, when would you do that in that case? Yeah, of course I would, man. I'll give somebody the option. If somebody doesn't want the prize, you're not forced to take a prize. There's other things that can be done. Do you not like Venmo? I don't like Venmo because it's part of PayPal. I don't use PayPal because PayPal is just a bunch of cocks. I do Zelle and Cash App. You can email me. Zelle is on everybody's banking apps, and it's 100% free. So if you don't want to use Cash App, we can do Zelle, but you'll have to email me. Well, actually, you don't have to email me. It's just fucking send it to wincityarmory@gmail.com. It's my business's apps, Zelle. So, yeah, PayPal is vehemently anti-2A, so I don't do any business with them. I'll figure it out when I get home. Yeah, I just got to look through the Cash App thing because it shows who gave me what for what. I'm more excited about the Firestar, and I probably use it more. That would be funny. I'll be back in like 20. How long are you live? For another 40 minutes or so. Hey, Rocky, are you dead? It's like calling a cat. So he lays down on the end of the bed so that he can look around the corner of the wall and see me. My dog is not treat driven at all. That's what, like a $1,000 difference, probably more? What, between the tea sauce and the Firestar? No, probably about $400, $300. So honestly, a Firestar 45 in the stainless finish, they go for, like, the last few that I've seen sell on Gunbroker were close to $650. The BR9 double stack is now a $700 gun. So it's so close in price, and you're getting the optic on it, the Cat Zero, which is like a $150 optic. So like I said, it's about a $900 gun when you count the optic. Hello. What? Did you finally smell it? If you get up here, I'll give you one. Come on. He's looking in the crevasses of the couch because that's where he normally gets. I hide them and make him sniff them out. My dog is lol. He's just looking at me now wanting for a treat. Well, I teased him, so I am going to give him treats. Get up. Come here. Over here. Oh, no, stop looking. I didn't hide them yet. He's focused on hiding them. Hold on. Ready? Don't look. Don't look yet. Where is it? Hold on. You got to find it, buddy. Where is it? There you go. No, you got to look that way. Find it. Oh, it's tucked down too far. There you go. Okay, that one was too easy, but he's tired, okay? Say I wanted to sell my firearm to a family member. Is there any additional hoops than if it was a friend? As long as you live in a state with private party sales, it is no different. You could give a firearm to a family member with absolutely no giveaway or no interest issues. Hold on. There we go. No, there's no more. You ate them all. Here, lay down. Lay down, buddy. Come on, down. Come here. Good boy. Here, you're gonna wear my hat. There you go. Wear it. Don't move. Stop. Okay, I still like that platformer carry a lot more. It's stable and does its job. No problem, dude. Fed my dog some snacks. Now he's on the couch licking his foot. You want bacon? See if he does the thing. Come get it. Come on. Come on. Come on. I love how gentle my boy is. Every now and then, Random Nose is random. I might do a live stream on his channel. He's got almost 300 subs. I think it'd be cool to have him on his own channel doing a live stream. You just watch him barking. Your dog wanted a tattoo. What do you think he wants? He has a tattoo. Here, watch. I'll show you. Here, Rocky. Here, roll over. Roll over. Come here. Come here. Roll over. Come here. Here. Hold on. Nope, stay. So he's got a tattoo. He's got the tattoo when he got neutered. You just can't see it. And you also just looked at my dog's penis, you sickos. What brand is that red optic? It is a cheap Amazon $38 optic. I don't even know if it's actually airsoft or not. It just looked cool and I wanted it on that gun. But yes, he has a tattoo. He's got his neuter tattoo. There you go. Blanket. There you go. Blanket. Good boy. Or do you just want to use it as your pillow? There you go. There you go. He's like a jilted or a addicted ex-girlfriend. He just loves sniffing my shit. Is it the flip-up one? No, it just doesn't have a full cover over the glass, which is why I think it's airsoft, but it matched the red magwell that's on the 320, so I got it. It came in a bag. You like that? I'm scratching your butt. You like that? I'm scratching your butt, buddy? Who's my good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Who's my good boy? Yes, who's my good boy? Are you my good boy? My dog is a good boy. He's talking about his dog again. Gina, turn it off. We got to go to bed. Some of us have to work in the morning.
No, I don't think so, Mama.
Also, I need more ink. Because I have more fucking wounds. How many of you have sleeves and you wake up in the morning and you're like, holy shit, I got tattoos? I watch old videos of me where I'm still wearing glasses and I don't have tattoos. I'm like, holy shit, who's that guy? And that was less than 3 years ago. He loves using blankets and shit. Would you consider a Rocky-inspired tattoo? No. The only one that I might get is right here. There's a mark on my arm. It was the first time he ever bit me and broke the skin. I was going to get a tattoo of a target around it and put Rocky's First Blood. Have I seen the trailer to the movie Wild Horse 9? Looks too good to be true. It has an IMDb page. Sam Rockwell, though, huh? Fucking John Malkovich. I thought John Malkovich was dead. I forgot I've got gauges. What? Kodo, what's going on? What about gauges, man? What do you mean? What does that got to do with anything? Oh, sorry. I asked the question if you ever wake up and forget that you have something done. Yeah, my bad, dude. Sorry. My brain, it takes me, I remember everything now, but I don't remember it then. This shirt is, I shrank this shirt. The sleeves are too short. I don't have a trucker tan. I've got a streamer tan. Completely pale, completely pale, completely pale. I hide from the sun as much as possible. If anything, I should have a trucker's tan across my face right here, like when I lift up the hat. You know how when fuckers wear the snapback backwards, they have that big half circle there that's tan. Yeah, I should have one over my nose, just just in the I'd have a raccoon, reverse raccoon. I have no tats or piercings. I don't think I'm ever going to do it, but I don't know. So I didn't get my first tattoo until 2023. I was 44 years old. So never say never. You could be 80. I'm trying to talk my dad into getting one. I probably described it the worst possible way, though. He was like, "What's it like?" Yes, my hand is in my crotch, Al Bundy style. He's like, "What is it like?" I'm like, "It's no big deal. It's like being stabbed 800,000 times." I also told him he should be arrested and processed at least once. He declined. So I call the cops on him every time I know he's out driving now. Yeah, there's some asshole in a red Challenger. He's making a lot of noise. Can you pick him up, please? Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. My mom got her first tattoo at 53. Yeah, I can't remember how old my first stepmom was when she got hers. She got my name, my sister's name, and my brother's name around her bicep. That was stupid. I would never get somebody's name tattooed onto me. Never. Never tattoo somebody's name on you. By the way, everybody say goodbye to that one. I got to talk to my guy about blacking that out. Was it more of a fuck it reasoning or is it more sentimental? Me getting tattoos? I did it because I wanted to cover scars and shit, and I was like, hey, you know what? I might as well get them. My mom got them because she just wanted them. Me, if I'm going to ever do a name on it, I'm going to tattoo my enemy's name across my chest saying, whoever it is did it. Yeah, kind of in general. Gotcha. So, no, I've always wanted tattoos. It's just I lived my life letting other people dictate my life. Like, I didn't get my LASIK until I was 44 because I'm a dumbass. I didn't get my tattoos started until I was 44 because I listened to everybody else. They're like, oh, you're going to regret it. You don't want to do that. What if you're going to get a real job? And then I realized, no, I don't give a fuck. Also, the tattoos don't go down too far, so I can wear long sleeves if I had to. What gun manufacturer do you think has the coolest logo? Nighthawk is really good. Um, I'm gonna go with Nighthawk. I wanted to, but I always talk myself out of it. Mainly, the I'm stuck with it thing. Oh, I'm not stuck with these tattoos. If I hate them, I'll just cut my arms off. Also, the way I look at it, so it's like this tattoo says. I don't know if you can read it when it's backwards, but this tattoo says "Nothing gory means no story," and it has a magnifying glass around where I slit my wrist. So no regrets. Remember that, kids. No regrets. Shaking my dog's hand. Dogs have hands? No, they have paws. They have paws and maws. They have mamas and papas. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with getting tattoos. There's nothing wrong with not getting tattoos. There's people that vehemently are against desecrating their body, as they put it, and then there's other people that go, it's a fucking canvas. So the thing I won't do, doesn't matter how much somebody offers me, I will not put tattoos on my neck or my face. I don't want them there. I think tattoos on the face are a desperate call for attention. Sorry, Post Malone, Lil Wayne, and all you other guys. Face tattoos are fucking stupid. Is that how you lost your toes, by cutting them off because you didn't like the tattoos on them? Actually, no. Cutting the feet off is what led me to really wanting to get the tattoos, because I was already experimenting with body mods, but they weren't visible. So I decided to say, fuck it. And it's actually almost 2 years to this month when I started getting the tattoos. 3 years, 2023. So it's almost 3 years to the day when I started getting the tattoos. In fact, on my Facebook, it was like, do a then and a now. So that's actually kind of funny. So I took a picture of when I did this, just this first part. So this one here on the shoulder, this was the first piece we did, the one that comes down here to the elbow, and then we did the knot and AK underfolder on my forearm. Those were the first two things we did. Did you see the person who got his ears and nose removed? I did not. I did not. That's crazy. I think knuckle tattoos look grubby. Knuckle tattoos never look good because it's always just letters or like a fucked up symbol. I'm sure there's people out there that have really intricate designs on their knuckles and shit, or on their fingers between the knuckles, but god damn, dude, you are a glutton for punishment. I fucking hated, like, when he was doing these ones and he was hitting the bone, like right there, he was hitting the fucking bone right there and fucking on the inside and shit. I hated the inside of these. These hurt more than getting them down here by the elbow and in the elbow. This one's in my fucking crook of my elbow, and that didn't hurt. I like what Anderson is doing with logos and etching. Anderson's all right. Cody says, present, how are you doing? We're doing okay, Cody. How are you? Hands don't accept ink very well, so it always gets splotchy. Yeah, so, and then in my case, because I'm allergic to Aquaphor and most of the stuff that you're supposed to put on tattoos after you're done, I've had to redo several of these tattoos multiple times. Like this one, literally half the black faded off like the first 3 months after I got it. So this one has been redone twice. These black ones here on my forearm, where the fuck did that one come from? I never look at this part of my arm, but up here, all of these had to be redone multiple times because I had such a bad reaction to Aquaphor that literally all the ink lifted off and burned my arm. So I had to get those redone twice. Can't wait till I get the penis tattoo. I'm regretting it because it's my longest appendage and I'm afraid it'll take too long. Did you guys get the joke? Where are we at? 9:40. We're getting close, guys. About 20 minutes. I'm actually getting a little woozy. I need food. I'm just gonna have a Gatorade. Yeah, also have skin conditions. That's why I haven't. Yeah, I can't put any antibiotics or anything on my fucking skin. So I have to dry heal tattoos. A little bit of Vaseline is okay, but that's not really good for it. Oh, my leg is killing me. So my leg's in a cast. Would you get a whole sleeve or leg done under anesthesia? I would do a whole leg or arm or sleeve done without anesthesia. I didn't have a problem. He's the one that stopped doing the tattoos. He's like, oh, that's probably enough for now. So, like, the first session we did, where he did that one coming down the arm and then the digital AK on my forearm, that took 4 hours. So yeah, I would do a whole sleeve. Why would I need to be under anesthesia? Pain doesn't bother me at all, dude. I'm always in pain. I just said it hurts. Hurting and being able to deal with it are two separate things. Bruce, what's up? I didn't wake you up. Hey, if I'm up during the live stream, you're up during the live stream, buddy. Give me that belly. Give me that belly. Let me rub that belly. Yeah, there. Go to sleep. It's okay. Go to sleep, buddy. No no cocoa, no petroleum base, no powder and oil, none of that stuff. Yep. Who gets anesthesia for ink? He's talking about doing like a 12-hour marathon session. Some people actually do get like locals and stuff. Well, then you got dudes like Machine Gun Kelly who basically blacked out his entire torso to hide 90% of his tattoos. That's fucking commitment right there, honestly. Letting you guys know, you guys want to keep the Glock tattoo for another year, it's $1,000. The only ink he has is in his pens. And the tattoo on his ass that his trench buddy gave him. Yeah, go watch his channel. I'm sure he shows them off. Still trying to talk my dad into getting one. He wants me to go on a dude's cruise where we go on a cruise, just me and him. And I want him to get a tattoo. So 2 things that will never happen. Because I'd have to go on a boat in American waters in order to take Rocky. Dude, just put your leg down. It's fine. MGK is a tool bag. Somehow he still got Megan Fox, although he got a used Megan Fox. He got like a 300,000 mile Megan Fox. Got a target around your butthole. My buddy refuses to do butthole tattoos anymore. He had a girl come in and he did one on her and she farted 3 times in his face. He said he'll never do another butthole tattoo. Doesn't matter how hot the girl is. She farts in your face while you're inking her asshole. It's probably going to end that relationship. My dog doesn't have a kicking spot. You know when you can pet a dog like right there and they start kicking their leg? I've never found his spot. That's super gross, isn't it though? Are you unconsciously flashing me right now, brother? Put your leg down. Put your leg down. Put your leg down. Every time I pet his stomach, he keeps flipping. By the way, dog penis. Every time I pet his stomach, he kicks his leg up. You awake, buddy? Best thing ever to do to a dog when they're almost asleep is take your finger, get it wet, and stick it. Sorry. Well, that just ruined it. What's up, buddy? Look how tired my boy is. Telling you to blow him. Lol. No, thank you, Bruce. I am not that kind of dog owner. And he has no balls, so he has no need. He dead ass knew what you were, because he could smell the peanut butter on my breath when I licked my finger. Thank you for the G's. What's funny is he's got the German Shepherd mane, so he's got this super thick fur right here. Like this is like thick fur. And then it goes to single fur down here. Thank you for the floating heart. No, he just naturally flips over and fucking look at his mouth. It's so relaxed. He's such a relaxed boy right now. Just I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, I keep some ammo in my trunk for storage. Is there any downside to doing that? Just make sure that it doesn't get too humid and too hot. You know, if you get humid and hot conditions together, you can corrode the ammo. So just check it. Make sure that it's still clean. It's not damp. It's not moist. It doesn't have any discoloration on the brass. You should be fine. Humidity and heat are your enemies when it comes to storing ammo. Especially if you live somewhere where you get like salt air, like if you live on the coasts or you live anywhere near like salt water, you got to be careful because humid saltwater air can definitely corrode your primers and shit. But yeah, if you look at like ammo that is carried on your hip for like years, dudes will carry the same ammo. Like the brass cartridge is turned a dark coloring from the humidity and the dampness of the human body. It's gross, fucking gross. Like that one Millennium G 111 PT 111 that I cleaned, the one that hadn't been fired in 30 years had the same ammo in the mag. Fucking gross. Cold can affect the primer when you're trying to fire it, but just storing it in the cold, as long as it's a dry cold, again, a dry cold, you know what I mean? No sleeting conditions, but a dry cold really shouldn't do anything to it. As long as it doesn't get too cold. Like when you see people doing the freeze test, they'll like freeze their guns and shit, and it's the gun that fails before the ammo will in the cold. So as long as the ammo, again, doesn't get wet. Are CMC barrels okay? I've never shot one, but I've sold a few of them in my day. So, I mean, they can't be terrible. I mean, how bad can a barrel company be and still be in business, right? Look at Bear Creek. They sell $200 uppers and they sell them all the day, all the live long day, all the day long, live long day long. I'm looking at my own mouth. It's funny to watch yourself when you speak. Did you also notice that I move only one side of my mouth? Because also, I have to watch myself around Rocky and my buddy's dog because for some reason my buddy did turn that into a you're doing something wrong for his dog, like completely opposite from literally everybody else in the world. Because when I call Rocky, I go, come here. And see, he just opened his eyes. So I do the I got a Bear Creek on the way. So Bruce loves Bear Creek. Actually, Bruce Banner there. He loves himself some fucking Bear Creek. I've had okay luck with mine. I have the side charging 7.62 by 39. I've never had a problem with it. It's just not my style. You know, some of their stuff is a little cheap looking, but he says they shoot out really nice. So as long as they shoot out, fucking run it, dude. Right, Bruce? You told me my dog wants me to blow him, and then you stopped talking. Bruce does not like Bear Creek. I've ordered you Bear Creek. Wait, who did I order the Bear Creeks for? The heavier barrels are okay. That's what I was saying. Guile, what's up? Are you going to buy extra side charging BCG? Who, me? No. Didn't you tell me one of your best long distance one? Only way to get mil-spec AR lowers in Washington. Yeah, well. Ow! I have weird ingrown hair in my eyebrow. Also, anybody else's dog do this? He has to be touching me. He loves to be touching me. W, the Bear Creek bolt action ARs. Why not? I'd fuck with the bolt action AR. I want that lever action AR. The one that Bond Arms was making. Was it Bond Arms that was doing the bolt action or the lever action AR? Oh, his eye's twitching. He's almost out. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, Mr. Manis. Should I say Mick? Just got home from work, saw you live, so I'm watching. What's up, dude? We're just hanging out for a while. Yeah, he is almost out. He's got a skin tag on his stomach I've been watching. Apparently his breed is prone to them. I started in long range with Bear Creek. It's shot okay, not really worth the effort. Oh. Well, fuck me then. Mick is racister, only if you add a K to the end of it. Mick is just Mike. Bruce had me wanting to try one. I'm going to do a 6.5 Creedmoor 18-inch barrel from them. I don't fuck with rifles. I've got my HK upper, my Sharps Brother 1022, and my Mac IX. By the way, you got to call it the Mac IX. I like the brace. I'm going to SBR that bitch eventually because it's got the tri-lug and a threaded barrel on it. I'm going to wind up SBRing that one and putting a real MP5 stock on it. Tired from work, making breakfast, thinking of rice and chicken. Barbecue chicken. Dude, that's a great combo. Stupid question. How do you order from dealers like Bear Creek or Palmetto and have it delivered local? Like, should you ask your local FFL first and they don't typically charge a bit for the transfer? Almost all FFLs will charge you for a transfer. That's just the downside to it. Many of them are actually already distributors with those companies. Like Palmetto, I was signed up as a distributor so I could just order directly from them. The problem is when they do their flash sales, they don't honor those with dealers. Howdy, Joe. Good to see you again. Carson, Jansen, what is up? Been a while, dude. How you been, brother? How have you been? Everybody watch me. Everybody touched me. Even the pastor, now he's just an asshole. But I got $5 and a Snickers. Anybody eat Spam with rice? No. I'm not a huge Spam fan. I've had it as a Spam burger, though. Life is great. Got this new black camo Smith & Wesson Carry Comp Performance Center, and I haven't shot anything else since. Nice. Was that from your sponsor, or did you just pick that one up for yourself? Am I still streaming on Twitch? Little bit. I had to reset my computer. I got to log on, get the stream key, and maybe I'll do some things on there. But Ghosted Tabor is kind of fallen off since the wipe is over, and I really don't have any other games that I've been playing lately. So I might just start doing just chatting while playing Card Dealer Simulator and some other games. Fried up in a burger Spam is okay. Bought out of my own cash on that one. Well, good for you, dude. Nothing wrong with that. Using your hard-earned money is sometimes the way you got to do it. I just got the Bursa and the Mac IX, so those are cool. And I'm going to the NRA show in Houston, Texas next month, so hopefully I'll get some more contacts there. Also, we're taking the over-under. Nobody else has actually said anything yet. So do you guys think if I walk through the Staccato, my Jimmini show shirt, that somebody from Staccato is going to recognize me and know that I hate them? Haven't seen a single video on the same one yet on YouTube and can't find how many were made. It's possibly under 1,000. Could be. So Stone has one without the camo pattern. He has the exact same gun. Bruce, would you say I should do it something nice? What do you think of Bursa? Bursa is cool, man. They're the ones that sent me that one, the Bursa 2011, the M2XI. I really like the fit and finish on that one. The Thunder 380, I would go with the Plus if you're going to go for one of those. Okay, I checked. I had 3 entries. Just made a bunch more. Eat it, Stone. What the fuck? You did not. Did you really? Okay. Yep. I see it. I can. I have my one of my Cash App email is loaded up. So this is my Thunder 380. Yep. Yep. So Manus now has more than you do, Stone. Damn you, McManus! I'm gonna laugh my ass off when somebody with 1 entry wins. But we do it fair. We do it honestly. We use that random wheel thing. Tried the Burst of Thunder. I liked it, but I still sticking with my 1911s. Dude, that Burst is a 2011, dude. I know you don't like the 2011s, but come on. They also make a 1911 single stack, which is really solid. What do I put in the description? What do you mean? For the hoodie, your real name and your address, the size you want, and the color. There's Odie green and black. You got a Glock 21? No, I don't like Glock. What's the giveaway this time? I'm giving away a TSOS double stack 9. It was the one I did on the channel, 2011. So $60 gets you a hoodie and a free entry. Yeah, I need your full social, your mother's maiden name, the 16 digits that appear on the front of your highest limit credit card, the CVV number, the expiration date, and your zip code. I have a Glock 21. It's American flag painted. I just don't like how big they are. Okay, in a second, my offer still stands. Honestly, dude, Paul, you just let me know what's up, dude. Like, if you wanted to, if you win and you got it and you wanted the Fire Star and like a gift certificate to PSA or something, I'd do that. Waiting on the HK SP7 or whatever they're calling it. No, I'll pass on that. Miss me with that stupid shit. The only reason why they're going to come to market with the civilian MP7 or the SP7, which is what they just call their semi-automatic versions. Gen 4, yeah. Oh, it's dumb. The P10F and 45 that I stole from Stone is better. Yeah, it definitely is. I have a Beretta 90-2. So anyways, the only reason they're coming to market with their SP7 is because PSA is definitely coming out with their MP57. I've got the same number of Glocks Joe has toes. These count. Also, what a dog. He doesn't even give a shit. He gives a shit. He's just letting me do it. That's rude. Bruh. I can honestly say same. Lol. So, it's all right. I did a trade with Stone as well, though, bro. Do I got any XDs? No, I got taste. I'm just fucking with you, brother. No, I don't care for the XDS. I used to have the OSP. I was hoping the giveaway was a Raider. If I had one, dude, I would give that option, but I can only give away something I have. Yeah, I traded off 2 guns, McManus. Did you also see my my Mark 25 competition modification I made? You like what I did with my Mark 25 and my my Elite? Don't have any desire to own a Glock ever. Never. Well, the problem is, like, the 7 that I have that are all modified, you wind up spending $800 on a gun to make it a $300 gun. Meanwhile, all I did was switch the why is that so fuzzy? There we go. So all I did was swap the slides and the grips on those guns. So that's a Mark 25 lower. So that's a Mark 25 lower with an 226 Elite stainless top and the 226 Elite's grips. And the one above it is a 226 Elite stainless with the Mark 25 slide on it. Can't believe you say they look the same. Can't believe you said they look the same. They look fucking awesome. That makes it look like the SAS. And that looks competition. Can't even tell. Fuck you. They look meh. Get the fuck out of here. This is from a man who has an Austrian gun with the American flag on it. It looks full competition. Look, it's got G10 and an extended mag and a beaver tail. That's full competition right there, bitch. My new Shadow 2 Compact looks competition. No, it doesn't. Your Shadow 2 Compact looks like a compromise. Hard call. It's $1K for a cheap AR-10 base 6.5 Creed, and you don't have to worry about it. Looks cheap. Like someone who never does comp, bolted all the things on it. Oh, the Shadow 2 Compact? Nah. 3 different conversations going on here. So, yeah, I'm sure they did that just because they want people that aren't real shooters money. God damn it. Fuck you, YouTube. Can't turn the phone sideways, even though you can on Instagram and fucking Twitch. Expensive pistol, though. Very nice. Those were expensive. Why does it have to be expensive to be nice? Joey, have a good one, dude. It's because it says Shadow 2 on it. That's why. Feel like etching the U.S. flag on my Sam 1911. That'd be funny. Yeah, if you want to talk about, no, those aren't CZ. They're automatically second place because they're not CZ. So here's the funny thing. The 226 Elite stainless, when it's not all torn apart like it is right now, that fucker goes for $1,400 right now. The last one that sold was $1,400. I have the box. Well, I had the box. Fucking Stone has my box. But the Mark 25 is $1,000 cost. It's $1,300 MAP. So those two guns are the same price as I paid for an STI Grandmaster. How about a High Point? I've had them. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. You can get a Shadow 2 Blue for fucking the same price as a Mark 25. And I agree. Like my SPO1, I'd rather shoot that than those, to be honest with you. And they're both double action, single action. But the SPO1 is the better shooting gun. I sent the wrong box, my bad. Fuck you. No, I don't care. You know that. I'll get it from you eventually. I traded a Beretta for a High Point. Yeah, good choice, though. You traded it for the real laser-etched Yeet Cannon. Still got the better end of that deal. If you're trading things that you shouldn't for other things that you shouldn't, I'll trade you that P09 with the suppressor for your Singer. Chaos, what's up, dude? I traded a T-Sauce for a Walther PPQ Q5 match. Okay, it's in the mail. Sweet. All right, I'll wait till I get yours before I send you the CZ. Is that a CZ with a sh on it? Yes, that is the CZ P09 Tactical or Urban or whatever the fuck they call it with the threaded barrel factory. How was the action on the Walther PP? PPQ. I'm getting my Q5 match back from Stonehaven. There was a time I wanted a 226 Navy SEALs. I still want one, but I don't know if I can handle it. Narinko made a clone of the 226. A lot of people made a clone of the 226. So the only reason I have that Mark 25 is because I got it for $600. A 226 Mark 25 for $600 is a good deal. If you go on distributor websites, you can buy new 226 Navies, but they're fucking $10.79 or something like that dealer cost, and they're mapped at almost $12.99. GD, man, if you don't see it, I'm not answering simple questions like that. There was a time I did it, but what's your favorite T-Sauce 1911? My favorite T-Sauce 1911 is probably the Night Stalker that that Stonehaven has. After that, my BR9 was pretty solid, but I'm giving that one away. I have a 226 Legion. I love it. It's my daily carry. The 226 Legion is cool. I just don't like the coloring and I don't like the comp. If I'm going to get a 226 anything from this point, I want the full X5. Hey, I heard that. I know. I'm sorry. Do they make pistols with Micarta grips? What are Micarta grips? I don't know. I've never heard of it, so I'm going to say probably not. There might be a custom builder out there that'll do it. Hey, Rocky, you want to play a game of sleep? Oh, you're already ahead of me. Also, dog penis. Yours is the double action non-comp Legion. Oh, so you got an early Legion. Nice. Do you think the Burst of Thunder is a good gun? It can be. Just make sure you keep it oiled up and that you keep it, clean, and it should run for you. What's up, Fel? What's going on, dude? It appears that more people are getting notifications again, so that's good. We're putting out shorts every day now. The long forms twice a week. I got to do another sponsored spot for Daria. They paid for 4 spots. I've only given them 2 so far, so they're going to get another sponsored spot. So they paid for ads, not sponsorships. So before I do the videos, I gotta be like, check out Daria Arms. If you're in the market for a blah, 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 and a blah, 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 you should get to the Daria blah, 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 blah. I'm going to talk to them at the NRA show too. I need to compare the DY9 Island, because I'm an island boy, to my CZP07, since they cost about the same, 1 striker, 1 hammer. So we'll see what they do. So I wanted a pawn shop for $200, thinking I might pick it up. I don't know, it felt nice and looked cool. Yeah, for $200, it's worth trying, dude. A Burst of Thunder is not a terrible gun. Just like I say, keep it lubed, keep it clean, keep it oiled. Run good ammo. I know that the first instinct when you buy a Burst is to run cheap shit through it. Don't. Get good ammo. I like the Daria Shotties. I'm trying to get them to give me one of the competition one, but they've been out of stock on them. So I told them I want the Melik, which is their Beretta 92 clone, and I want their competition shotgun. So I'll see them at NRA show for sure. I'm looking into the PX9 Combat. I need something else that takes 226 mags. Canix. Have you seen the movie Act of Valor? Coming at the end of the film, the hero switched to the 226 before being shot at. No, I've never seen that one. They're fine, not great, but they're based off of a questionable pistol in the PPK. Yeah, but that's true, but a PPK is an $800 gun. For $200, I'll take a chance. Both are too small for my giant hands. I don't have big hands for as big as I am. I'm 6'4", and look, dude, I barely have hands that are bigger than look, this is my controller. I can't pick up a gun. Mouse, what's up, son? Mouse is very late tonight. He must be having fun or dealing with life. Everybody hit the like buttons, you bastards. Like buttons? Buttons, plural. Not having fun. Sorry, dude. The white box is so dirty, isn't it, though? I'm sorry to hear that, Mouse. Good film. The actors are real SEALs and military people. Nice. You've got Glock 17 hands. I can run a Glock 19. I just choose not to. Took me about an hour in traffic to get home, and Mrs. Mouse ate my pizza. Sorry, bud. Already have the Canik TTI Combat and Taurus G3C. They both take 226 mags. Arex Alpha. Hope you get to watch film. I at some point I might. Do you need all of us to ask her to make you some cookies? Mrs. Mouse, give your man a back rub. And while he's lying down, I was going to say give him a wet willy, but that just sounds dirty. But I mean, wet willy. She's working in the other room right now. Aw. What's your experience with the Charles Daly 1911s? They're Turkish. They used to be Rock Islands. So Arms Corps used to make the Charles Daly 1911s, and now they're made by TSOS or somebody in Turkey. So they're not anything special. They're just regular. That's why fucking Taylor's imports them. McCarta is a hard canvas composite resin. The gray handle pistol behind you with the extended mag looks like it to me. Ah, gotcha. No, those are G10. But yeah, that sounds. Thank you for the thing. I'm in a horrible mood. I don't want to take it out on her. I'm sorry, dude. Your shooting range open late? I'd say go to the shooting range late. Also, the light is fucking harsh in here tonight. I'm sorry, bud. Charles Daly, never heard of that before. They make a lot of shotguns, but they started importing 1911s. The range closes at 8 p.m. Thanks. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to give you grief. I'm sorry. You always desk pop in the garage. Work was horrible too. It's all right, man. Everybody's entitled to those days, brother. I'm sorry to hear it. Feel free to vent all you need to, bro. I'm going to stay on until about 10:30. Depends on the state and town. Everyone could be a shooting range. Yeah, that's true. Need a hug? Some Stone gives great kisses. McManus he's not in a good mood. So I've been looking at range places in Texas. It's okay. Don't worry about me. What are you guys up to? So I've been doing a lot of research on Alaska. There is national forest land about a half hour away from the property. So that'll be cool. It would be even cooler if your land allowed me to shoot. That would be even better. I want a double action only pistol. What would be better, Sky or 38 Special? I want a subcompact. Well, 38 Specials are in revolvers, and revolvers are probably going to be better than the Sky, so do not get a CPX. Also, Sky is gone, so if you find a good range, there's a few, but they're expensive, and they're actually farther than the national forest land. Silencer, dude. What they can't hear, they can't find you for. Charles Daly's make some good side-by-sides. I prefer internal hammers over external hammers. Nice. What's wrong with the CPX? It's an old design, and the trigger is almost 11 pounds, and the company's out of business. So you should buy a gun that's still manufactured just in case you need to get work done on it. I think you can get away with shooting a suppressed 22 on the land. No, if you're inside the city limits of Onalaska, you can't shoot on any property. Technically in Texas, there is no minimum acreage requirement. Here in Virginia, you have to have 2 acres minimum, and you can't face a road. Texas, technically, if you're not within the city limits, you can legally shoot on your property as long as it doesn't cross a road. So I did look into that, but I think I would just set up to go to the National Forest land that's a half hour away. National Forest land, there is no set areas you have to go to. I would just find a hilltop area and just shoot there. Oh, gotcha. That's lame. At least the forest is only 30 minutes. Yep. Are you looking to possibly move to Alaska? I thought it was Texas. No. It's a town called Onalaska. O-N Alaska. What do you recommend for a subcompact double stack better than the Sky? Literally anything, dude. Literally anything. A SIG 365, a Hellcat, a Taurus GX4, GX2, any of those are better. Don't forget, spot by the TSOS booth. Oh, I'm going to everybody's booth. So the TSOS booth, they're not with SDS anymore, so I'm definitely going to the SDS booth. Wall looks good, doesn't it, though? We were talking about that tonight. I'm like, you're going to be the conservator of a lot of them, so. Lycan, holy shit. Thank you very much. Could you give us a brief explanation on buying a risk? Can you add, so number one, if you buy a rifle that is shorter than 16 inches, it's a pistol, and you have to qualify under federal laws and be at least 21. So that's always a downside to that. If you're a rifle. So yeah, if it's shorter than 16 inches and it's not an SBR, you have to. Well, to SBR you have to be 21 as well. So if it's shorter than 16 inches, you automatically have to be 21 or older. So the only way to get away with that is if you buy a 14.5 that's a pin and weld, where they weld the flash suppressor, the flash hider to it, then you could qualify. But if you want to go with a rifle that is shorter, a pistol basically, like that thing, that does not have a stock, even though it's a fixed piece of metal that's on a bar. That is a brace. So a brace is something that allows it to attach to one arm for a single arm shooting. That keeps it a pistol. If you want to do an SBR or short barrel rifle, you have to fill out a Form 1, and you have to go through the NFA process. It could take as little as 1 day. It could take months, depending on how you do it. I've never shot subsonic ammo. I wonder if it affects recoil. Subsonic ammo isn't going to affect recoil a ton. So subsonic ammo, like if you've ever shot a 45 ACP, you've shot subsonic ammo. 45 ACP 230 ball is 930 feet per second. So it is subsonic. 9mm subsonic would be like 147 grain, and it doesn't give a noticeable like reduction in recoil or anything because the round is slower because you're firing a heavier round. So the impulse is basically the same. Family can give pistols at 18. Yes, you just can't go to a store and buy them at 18. You can also private sale at 18. Also remember there's some pistol brace bull cap going on. Yeah, they're trying to reverse the reversal. I think you can private party. Yep. Thank you for your live stream tonight. No problem, Stacy. How you doing? Safety, I just grabbed mine not too long ago. I can't touch mine much on it, but I really like it so far. Would you guys carry a 22 and trust it as an EDC? 22 inherently is a non-trustworthy round because it's rimfire. There's always a chance you can get a dud round, so that automatically puts it out of most people's EDC category. Number two, you'd have to be carrying something that's fast, so something like a TX22, P322, something like that, and you'd want to be running really good ammo. You could use anything for fucking self-defense. I just don't recommend it. Yeah, anything under 1,000 feet per second is subsonic. I'd carry my TX22. Well, yeah, but think about it. If your TX22 fails, it's going to be because of the ammo. Most amount of ammo guns I've seen on one wall. If you look at some of my old live streams, I had double this number of guns usually on the wall. Also, Stone, if you are carrying a TX22 with the giggle switch, the FRT on there, and you use that in a self-defense shooting, they will probably try to prosecute you harder. Have they made an FRT 322? That's a gun I would buy. I don't know. I don't think so. I was looking up dies and stuff to reload 9mm to subsonic. Yeah, that's why I wish the land would let me shoot down there. I have a relative that might have a Tommy gun. That's cool. Yeah, I'd go straight to jail. Pretty much, dude. You're going straight to jail if you use a Glock with an FRT, a TX22 with an FRT. If I use my fucking AR-15, if I use that fucker with a binary trigger to protect my home, they would probably try to prosecute me because it has 3 positions in it. You take the fake. I have only 4 guns on my wall right now. I feel so ashamed. Don't, dude. Chaos. Do not feel ashamed. Never feel ashamed about what you have, dude. There was a time like a month ago where I had 2 guns on this wall. Don't. What about an FRT in Arizona for self-defense? Just in general, dude, FRT is just asking for the prosecutor to be like, oh, he wanted to fire the maximum number of rounds. He was trying to kill somebody. So just keep that in mind. If you use it, you better have proof that you weren't just doing it for the purposes of shooting somebody. Like, honestly, I could probably get away with it because I've had that binary for 7 years in that gun, and I've used it in a lot of videos showing how binary works and shit. So I could probably get away with it, but most people that don't have YouTube channels would be held to a much different standard. You'd probably be prosecuted heavily. Have you ever tried the Colt 1911 45 magazines? I have a few, but never tried it. No, not in a long time. Don't listen to Joe. Yeah, fuck you, dude. My home has a super safety. I'm changing back to my shotgun. Yeah. What about an M2 machine gun? Well, M2s are under NFA, so as long as it is a full transferable one, enjoy it. I'd only keep an FRT for insurgents or suppressive fire, and shit hits a fan. I'd never carry to use it around normal civs. Yep. Yeah, my friend is using the Glock 44 with an FRT. Jesus. I'm just talking crap, but at least it's a 226 Legion, Springfield operator, Canik TTI, and an AR pistol. That's great, dude. That puts you so far ahead of so many people outside of the TTI combat. I don't know why any fucking idiot would own a Canik TTI combat, because you'd have to be a fucking idiot to own a Canik TTI combat. If you own a Canik TTI combat, you're a fucking idiot. The only reason I'm keeping it is because I'm running the Canik TTI mag in my fucking 226. You know I'm giving you shit, Chaos. That's his range. So, yeah, I have a pressing set up. Nice. Just tuned in. Bravo Company versus Daniel Defense versus Geisley. Can I go wrong? I have a BCM lower and Geisley upper. Thought about a DD recently. Nope. All those are great choices if you're looking for one and done guns. You don't have to do anything to what they provide for you. So, if like mine's a custom build. Gotcha. I don't reload and run stealth. I've got cheap stuff. Yeah, you do. No, I'm just kidding. You got nice fucking guns, dude. You got two 2011s, man. Fuck you. You can establish a private shooting range on your property in Onalaska, provided it's done safely and complies with city ordinances, state laws, and safety regulations. Yeah, that's what I heard. I just want to look at the land and see how it's set up, though. Fucking love this guy. How much does the cheap 9mm subs cost per round? So you just buy 147 grain, dude. It's usually $1 or $2 more a box. So like 2 to 10 cents more per round. So like Cellar and Bellet 147 grain, you could get 50 rounds of that for like $2 more than the standard 115 grain. I know you love me. I do. Not sure offhand, but it's usually only a couple bucks more per 50. Yep, see, since I have the brass and the powder, I think I could reload them for around 15 cents. Yep. So yeah, exactly. Cellar and Bellet, Fiocchi, Magtech, any 147 grain is going to be a subsonic round. So, that's not true. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. 147 grain unless it's manufactured to be supersonic. So you can get like double tap 147 grain. That shit's going 1,300 feet per second. Do you by any chance have a Desert Eagle? No, not anymore. I had one back in the COVID era. My friends fucked me over because we would take it to the range and they would shoot my ammo at $4 a round and they wouldn't replace it. And then when I ordered a case of the ammo and nobody chipped in, I said, fuck you, and I sold it to a customer. KK might be better to buy some, but it would be cool to try out different subsonic loads. I found one with 147 grain going to just around 800 feet per second. And that could work because the back pressure increases velocity on your subsonic rounds anyway. So if it's rated at 850 feet per second, it's probably going to be going like 850, 875. So it actually helps. That would probably be so quiet. You know, the way to make it even quieter is to fire it out of a gun with a locking action. So, like, if you hold the slide shut on a 9mm and fire the 9mm round, it would be quieter. You could load it down too. Yeah, you could reduce the grains in it. You could make a 700 foot per second 9mm that probably wouldn't penetrate anything. That would be hilarious. You got to be careful, though, because if you go too weak on the round, you could get squib loads. Hey, don't say that you're poor. I carry that with Stone's Echelon. Lol. I don't know if I told you I changed my G2C carry to a Glock 19 clone with great. Yes, you did. We looked it up. I told you that was pretty cool looking frame. Squibs are a concern there. See, McManus, we're always fucking thinking the same thing. You download them too much, you're going to get a squib load. Am I fucking behind on the live? No, you're not behind on the live. You're just behind on the live. Winchester White Box has squibs on point. Yeah, pretty much. Freedom Group. Yeah, Freedom Ordnance, Freedom Ammo. I don't know. It was whatever Honest Outlaw shoots. That shit does it. Imagine having a caliber that is the same caliber of which is 800 millimeter. 800 millimeter. Think about that. 10 millimeters is 1 centimeter. 2.5 centimeters is a inch. So you have a 40-inch round. You have a 40-inch shell from diameter. How about now? How about now what? How about now? I just saw your thing. How about now? Honestly, you're about 30 seconds behind me. So I'm seeing it and then I'm answering it and you're typing about 30 seconds after I answer it. I just squibbed once when I first started reloading. I wish Magnum Research would make the Desert Eagle in 12 gauge. That would be hilarious. Has anybody ever tried to run like a 410 gauge out of a Desert Eagle? Nah, it's just we have the same thinking, McManus. It's just I am seeing the comments just a little bit before you are. So, yeah. McManus only cares if the girl is hot and doesn't care if they are stupid. I'm okay with that. Well, they make a revolver in 4570. That's close. Yeah, if you move to Houston and I'm in the area, I'll let you try it out. It's not as cool as the stuff you have, but I like it. Dude, I'll try anything you got, dude. Funny thing is, the exact caliber that the German Gustav artillery cannon was. A 40-inch one? I prefer them stupid. I've got a pocket full of pardons and I'm going to the women's jail and I still got turned down. I'm so sad. I'm going to play with this magazine. Ow! Dude, I've been playing too much VR. I was telling everybody, Mouse. So when I hold the controller for my VR and move my hand, it doesn't hurt at all. But if I close my fist and turn my hand down, it feels like my finger's being ripped off. Dude, the Iowa class battleships are only 16-inch guns. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I was saying. 800. Well, the Gustav gun was the big train-mounted one, the one that only fired like twice before it cracked or some shit. That's quality. Let's see your Glock do that shit. McManus can only get the stupid ones because he's bald. In my case, she has good girl tattooed on the back of her neck, Mouse. I prefer one that's on the back, so I'm the only one that sees it. Hey, I'm not that far behind you guys. Look at that shit. Fucking shiny as fuck. It's all right. I got a big dick, so it doesn't matter. Haircut looks good. This is literally my trimmer, my razor, my electric shaver on 0. I literally just go because I don't want to fucking fix my own hair. I'm scared to cut my hair because it just might not grow back. I can already tell I have receding hairline. So yeah, I used to have the widow's peak. It used to be more pronounced, but here on the sides, it's kind of going back a little bit more. But I'm fucking 50 years old, so I don't care. I just breathe sarcasm. Got 2 girls' numbers today. Nice. I got a girl's number. It was 911. I called it 3 times. Only a bunch of dudes showed up. It was weird. I always have my fucking head, you bastard. I shaved my fucking head, you bastards. I'm not bald. Oh, now I gotta see a picture of you with hair, dude. Are you Nicolas Cage not bald, or are you Jason Statham not bald? I'm Jason Statham not bald. It looks not bald when it's shaved super short, but when it grows out, it's super thin. So, matter of fact, fuck you guys. Look at the shine. Also, that little tuft is growing back before the rest. What the fuck? Nick Cage, there you go. So you got the hairline that goes way back. Gotcha. I started balding in my 20s. I started thinning in my late 20s. Like, I don't have the bald spot. I just have thin hair. So if I keep the sides nice and short, it all just looks Jason Statham. Why do you keep your head shaved, McManus? Is it because you're balding or you just like the Mr. Clean look? So a lot of people that have receding hairlines shave them down. Whatever happened to DB? DB accused me of being too big for my britches because I asked him to stop banning people one night. So he sent me a text and said that I'm too big for myself, and he wished me luck, and he didn't want to talk to me anymore. So all because I asked him to stop banning people because I was trying to fix our viewership issues. I've got the Nick Cage as well. Nice. If you can't find ammo, are you comfortable with, and do you like compromise, or you wait till you can find it? I like it like Bruce Willis and not the weird hairline. No, I get it, dude. There's nothing wrong with, if you shave your head, you shave your head. Who gives a fuck? You know? Like, if I pay a barber, I shave down the sides and I let the top grow long and I just fucking just leave it long on top. Because as long as the sides are short, the top doesn't look as bad. That's the way it is when you have thinning hair. Mouse, I'm sexy and I know it. So, also, I don't give a fuck about my hair. You know, the only time I actually look at myself is when I'm on live stream. It's the only time I look at myself. I'm trying to get the comb over. Yeah, I don't think your wife is going to like that. Zaxxon stopped really paying any attention to the channel because he started working too much, and his life just kind of got away from him. It's the way it goes, dude. Not everybody is an OG that can then handle it and stay. My girlfriend likes it, so I keep it shaved. Dude, I just don't like dealing with my hair. I don't like it when it sticks out the back of my hat. So, yeah, so this short works for me because it's less effort, dude. I don't give a fuck what my hair looks like. Shave my own head and pay the barber to keep my beard in check. Dude, I use the same setting on the facial hair and the hair on top of my head. We have devolved into a hair video all of a sudden. I don't care. I think it's funny, but Barber handles my Is your girlfriend's name Barber? Anyways, we went to 10:30 tonight, so pretty good. You guys are great. I've got to end it because I'm tired. Watching from Brazil. Thank you, Edvin. My leg is in a fucking cast, so yeah. So my leg really hurts because being in the down position this long really fucking hurts. So I'm gonna rest up. Good dreams, good stream. No, I'm just trying to heal up. Your life is like a movie. I'm fully invested. No offense, of course, but I'm fully supportive. I want to see what you're working for to come to fruition. Thanks, brother. It takes both hands to handle it, though. Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to hold the balls apart. I've seen a barber in forever. So, like my facial hair, this is a month of growth for me. My hair doesn't grow that fast. It never has because of the Asian in me. If I had a full head of hair, my hairline is not that far back for as Asian as I am. But yeah, I have like a dent up here you can see it right there, kind of using the play button. A bar smashed me in the head when I was in my 20s. My head is down to the center of my chest. My hair. Gotcha. Have a good night. Good seeing you again. Thank you, Chaos. You have a good one. I just like the way my head looks with a hat. I can wear a hat. Fucking some people can't rock a hat, dude. I know some people that wear the hat and it fucking sits like this on them. They're like, hey, you're high. Oh, it's too high. Oh, you. Dude, I can fucking rock a hat. I've been rocking a hat since I was 12. See you, boys. Except you, Stone. Fuck you, as always. Lol. Night, dude. Have a great night. Stay great. Dude, everybody be good. Just remember you have until the 31st to get a hoodie and get in. There's still like 20 hoodies left, so Hopefully I can cover the cost of this gun. I have met people with the hat up like that. Dude, fucking, I know so many people that wear a hat like too high up on their head, like it doesn't come down to their ears and shit. They're like, hey, I'm conducting a train. No, fuck, dude. You wear a hat like this. This is how you wear a fucking hat. You don't cover completely your eyebrows, like right here. That's how I wear my hat. You can still see my fucking eyebrows. You can still see my eyes, yet my eyes are protected from light, which is what a hat's for, not you flat bill fuck. I'll wear a flat bill that's turned up a little bit because I'm a fucking cholo. And I'm not making fun of Latino people because white people thinking they're cholos are the ones that are doing it. Talk to you Friday, good stream. Yeah, they usually are like that too when I meet them. Yeah, no, people that can't wear hats fucking make me laugh. Paul, thank you for the gold coin. Thank you for all the gold coins. You've been a wonderful man tonight. Everybody, have a great one. I will talk to you on Friday. Call Friday.